Vivian Papay-Heracles. I was the project manager in charge of this project. We are in Macomb Street in Northwest Washington, D.C. in this beautiful day. 13 months later, we have this beautiful project. We are saying goodbye.
I'm Hyla Barbeau.
I'm Rudyard Modes.
We're at our house on Macomb Street in DC.
So I'm Ralph Cunningham. I am a principal at Cunningham Quill Architects here in Washington, D.C. Cleveland Park native and resident, so we're very familiar with these kinds of houses. We've done quite a few projects on this block, and it's been just such a pleasure to work on these projects because every single house is different, every client is different, and the projects themselves are rather different, but there's still a consistent quality that goes through it, and bringing these 100-year-old houses to life is really just a fantastic thing to be doing.
It was a beautiful project. It was a challenging project. We touched literally every inch of this house. It is a complete renovation of a basement, first, second, and attic. So 4 levels of this house. We were very privileged to work with our architects as a team. We had to face some challenges at the beginning because we had some huge stone walls, right, that they would come from the basement all the way to the second floor, and doing the demolition, framing at the same time. It was not something that it was very easy. It took more time, in other words, but we make up the time for all of that. The design was very straightforward. All the details from the architects were easy to follow, and they were always just a phone call away. And that went a long way, as you can see. Everything is spectacular. Everything looks beautiful, and as it should be.
So we found the home, and the location was perfect, and the bones were just really great.
We saw the potential.
Yeah, it's on a park, it's right down the street, but the house hadn't been renovated in maybe 70 years, 60 years. It was built 100 years ago, and then they did a renovation in the 70s to add an addition. We
saw the potential.
Yeah, but then nothing else.
But it had a long way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we knew if we were gonna buy the house, it was gonna come with a renovation.
We started searching for an architecture firm to help us because we knew we needed a large remodel, new floor plans, shifting stairs, lots of stuff. So we kind of hunted around the neighborhood for awesome houses that we really liked, and we found a couple down the block that were redone with Cunningham Quill. We visited one, it was amazing. So we moved forward with Cunningham Quill, and worked with them to design a new floor plan, figure out what the design would be, and then they helped us look into different contract groups to see who would take it over. Got a great bid from FineCraft and moved forward with FineCraft.
Right, so Hyla and Rudd were just absolutely wonderful clients, and they had purchased this house and they were looking for an architect, and we came over and talked to them about this project. This house hadn't been renovated in 60 years. It has a very interesting history with the Washington International School, which is across the creek. So we were very interested in that history. We were also interested in, this family with 1.5 children at that point. Hyla was pregnant, and how to make this house work for their family.
So we actually were living in Richmond during the time, so we lived 2 hours away during the renovation, which we were very worried about, of making sure that quality was still happening, check-ins. And so it turned out great. We've been meeting with FineCraft, Cunningham, Quill every 2 weeks. About every 2 weeks. We definitely had some longer periods where we weren't able to meet on our end. But we come on.
Had a child.
Yeah, oh, we had a second baby. Yeah, that happened. That's right,
yeah.
I forgot.
No, I think, and like like particularly Cunningham Quill, like Angie was incredible, like the amount of organization and like the, you know, I think there was maybe a split second when we were like thinking of buying a house, we're like, maybe we could renovate without an architect, or at least like not have an architect, but like, you know, Angie just, I think on one of the first meetings showed us the spreadsheet of all the different selections and decisions that needed to be made, and it was very clear that like we're
very in over our heads. Yes.
Cunningham Quill was going to,
we would have died.
So yeah, it just would not have happened. It's not like it would have been a bad job without Cunningham Quill, like managing. It just would not have happened. You'd be looking at like,
I would have died.
Yeah.
I would be
I would be sobbing in the corner, and there'd be like 5 holes in that wall.
And we'd be divorced.
And that would be, yeah.
Can I take that
out? Angie saved our marriage.
One of the things that I take a lot of pride in this project is that we have done in this project 7 buildings, including this kitchenette behind me, the mudroom. We did some the library in the first level and the second floor, the laundry room, and some more. So it has been very interesting to see all that coming alive when the color comes and everything starts shaping up. And here we are today to celebrate this beautiful work with our amazing homeowners and architects and all of you who came to see that today. Thank you.
These projects are not easy. We talk about these buildings, we say how hard is this old lady, this house, going to fight us? We had planned some very ambitious things with this project, removing really one side of the house. So we needed a very experienced contractor as a partner to do this. These projects are not easy. They're very difficult. Things go wrong every single day. And we always tell our clients that because things go wrong every day, they don't really need to know about all of those things because we're going to solve the problem in partnership with the contractor. And the point is for us to have a long relationship with the contractor so that those kinds of things are resolved quickly. We're not interested in having arguments with contractors. We want to work together, we want to solve the problem and move on. And that's what FineCraft has done here.
We're so happy that we may just change upend our whole life and make a risky decision and move in.
Why not sell now?
No, we love it. We absolutely love it. I think the highlights for me are the kitchen is just perfect. I feel like FineCraft did an amazing job on all of the cabinetry. The hood is like one of my favorite parts. And then I think for me, like the fireplace, I just showed like a picture from Instagram, said I want it to look like this, and FineCraft did it perfect.